Hey there, container gardeners. So for today's experiment, I'm going to feed this amount of my ground beef liver. It's got some rice in it. It's got some mixed veggies, but I'm going to feed this to my fish, and the goal is to check to see how quick my biological media can process this much beef. It's probably half beef. There's some rice in there. But everybody always says, well, you don't want to feed beef because it'll spoil your water. Well, I'm going to prove to you guys that, it could spoil your water if you don't have adequate filtration bioload to keep up with the ammonia output. So the goal is I'm going to feed it, and then every hour on the dot, I'm going to do a water parameter check. And I'll probably do a graph so you guys can see how quick the ammonia spike, and also when the nitrites start to show up. And then I probably won't run this past 12 hours because it's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now. But the goal is to see if the ammonia can get processed in that amount of time. So I'll get out to the pond and show you guys I'll show you guys me putting this in. And we'll get a before check too. We'll get a before check of the water parameters. Look at these hungry boys. So here goes this. It was about 12 ounces. Got a little blood in there. This mix of food's been having a lot of trouble sinking. I don't know if it's because the rice was in there or what. But I don't really care if some of it gets wasted down the drain, because it'll all end up in my filter bags. It'll all end up in these, so I'm sorry. But I got, so in this biofilter, I have, it's probably a cubic foot and a half of K1. And I got some of those black bio balls. I have some of these other ones. They were like a Marine Land. Let me see if I can get one of those. These smaller ones. But I probably have 2 cubic foot of biomedia in here. And you can see I got pretty good flow rates. And the fish have already lost it. I always feed them over here so they don't know where the hell the food is. But here it is over here. Alright, well, I'm going to grab that water. Grab the water for right now. Sorry, I forgot to do that already, but... yeah. I'll check in on this every hour, and, by the end of the day, I'll have some conclusive evidence of how quick my biological filter can process stuff. I got 8 hours of once an hour testing done on the water parameters after this 12 ounces of beef that I did. And for the most part, the ammonia never got above 0.5 parts per million, and the nitrites never got above 0.5. I was kind of surprised to see that. But I said I'd do a graph, but there really wasn't much to graph. I was really kind of surprised that you know, I was surprised to see it didn't go up any more than it did. So, you know, the myth that feeding straight beef to your fish is going to contaminate your water. I couldn't verify that. You know, I have my, you know, it was all fine. So I think next experiment I'll try adding some straight ammonia to the pool, maybe, and add some safe also, some Seachem safe to protect the fish, but see how good my bio actually does. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time doing this. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't turn out a little more extreme. There's really not that much to see. I'll put I haven't edited the video yet, but I'll put the slides up of the shots of the water parameters, and pH didn't change, the nitrates didn't change much, and I think that's to be expected because the nitrites, you know, they're in quarters of a part per million, but the nitrates are measured in like tens of parts per million. So, you know, if the nitrites only went up 1 part per million, well, then the nitrates aren't gonna, you know, you're not gonna see a big change. So, yeah, thanks for watching this one. This was kind of a long for me, but it proves a point. You know, it does prove a point that for me, that first of all, my 55-gallon drum biofilter and mechanical filtration works really well. So that is what I'd made it for, 2 cubic foot of biomedia, and I got some sand in the bottom, and so I got a lot of biological in there, and it looks like all the K1's been cycled because it's nice and brown now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tune in for my next video.